Hey, what's up guys? Sam here. I'm just gonna pop in my AirPods 3 before starting the video. I mean, honestly, this is a timeless design. It also works as an Allen wrench for basically anything you have laying around the house. I mean, they don't stay in super well. They are a bit heavy, but I honestly would rate fixing my car with these like 10 out of 10. What's up guys? Sam here. No, I know. Did I fool some of you? No, I'm sorry guys. I'm not supposed to be a liar here. These are actually not AirPods 3. But what Apple is doing with future AirPods, I am concerned about. I really am just I'm torn up about it. And that's what we're going to talk about today in conjunction with, if you didn't think 2 HomePods were enough, well, there might be a third one coming in the future. All right, drop a like if you guys are excited. Hit subscribe for more. Let's just go ahead and jump in with the news. Okay guys, so let's start off with AirPods, because AirPods have not been updated in a while if you've been paying attention. You might be like starting to do some rumor shopping, some info searching to try to find out when new AirPods are coming, because it turns out it's been a minute since they've been updated. AirPods 2 got updated and released in March of 2019, and AirPods Pro were at the very tail end of October 2019. So you'd think we're coming up on an upgrade like this year, right? Actually, no. AirPods updates work a little bit differently than other Apple products. And I could see that changing in the future, but it's, I don't know, maybe harder to innovate things that are this big versus this big, like the size of iPhones. AirPods actually generally get updated every 2 to 3 years. And this time around for AirPods 3 and AirPods Pro 2, Apple's gonna be functioning on the same schedule. We're expecting 2 significant updates to AirPods in 2021. But based off these early rumors, courtesy of Mark Gurman at Bloomberg, who is 88% accurate when it comes to reporting Apple news, I don't know, I have some concerns. Let's start off with what we're expecting for third generation AirPods. These are the third iteration of the truly wireless AirPods that exploded back in like 2017, 2018, when everybody was like, wait, these are actually really cool. So with AirPods 3, what are we getting? The first thing that is, I don't know, it's messing me up today, is that the design is going to change. And I'm not like, oh, I don't want the new design because it's a new design and I hate change and I'm a boomer. No, I'm a zoomer out here. I don't mind change. But what Apple is doing is essentially porting the AirPods Pro design to standard AirPods. And that's what we're gonna see is AirPods 3, something that looks like what you see behind me, something that looks like AirPods Pro. Now, for a lot of you might be saying, oh, this is awesome. Now I don't have to buy the more expensive $250 Pros to get this design. But for me, this is problematic because AirPods Pro have never worked for me. They don't fit in my ear right. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I went for a little bike ride a few weeks back and I lost a pod at the tail end of my bike ride. It screwed up my entire run. I didn't beat my record, and it honestly ruined my day. Now, I say this to say that this is why I saw AirPods 2 and AirPods Pro existing. Yes, the Pros have more features. Yes, they're more expensive, but it's also like, hey, if AirPods, the standard design doesn't work for you, try the in-ear AirPods. If the in-ear AirPods don't work for you, try the one size fits all with no customization as far as the fit and feel goes. So I liked that a lot. I like the differentiation here. But Apple is switching this up. With AirPods 3, they're taking AirPods Pro, and while you're going to get some cool stuff like maybe water resistance and an upgraded chip on the inside for audio processing, Bluetooth connectivity, they're not going to include all the features. So one thing that we know is confirmed not happening is noise cancellation. So even though the design that supports noise cancellation will be here, AirPods 3 are not actually going to get noise cancellation. So you can't block out, everybody that's mad at you for buying AirPods when you get AirPods 3. Guess what? Because they're not going to have noise cancellation. Apple is cutting some corners here to make these lower end models, just lower end enough. So hearing this, I'm like, oh man. So AirPods Pro design, but not all AirPods Pro features. This doesn't sound like that great of a product right now. There is one thing though that Apple is bringing to AirPods 3 that has been needed for years and that is actually happening, which is better battery life. We don't have the specifics yet of what kind of better battery life, but I would say probably a couple hours extra. I mean, we've seen Samsung's and I think even Amazon's buds outshine Apple in terms of battery performance. And the battery for AirPods has just stayed the same since 2016. There's been zero innovation there. So the good news about AirPods 3 is there's going to be better battery life, and we will have an upgraded processor on the inside for likely higher fidelity audio, a better sound profile, as well as like improved Bluetooth. But I don't know. For me, the design is just kind of heartbreaking because I love the standard AirPods design. If I can grab them out here, I don't know. This bud is just so iconic, and I feel like AirPods Pro look similar enough, but they just don't feel the same in my ears. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'll keep you guys updated on this as it develops. But for a lot of you, like I said, you love AirPods Pro, right? You bought AirPods Pro. They've been amazing. You love transparency mode. You love the noise cancellation. You love that you have the different size ear cups, and they've been perfect for you. So I get it. I mean, when I'm sitting still, AirPods Pro are great. With AirPods Pro 2, Apple is doing something wild. Like, if you thought the design change from AirPods 2 to 3 was going to be kind of a shocker, we're hearing that they could totally eliminate the stem entirely and introduce something very similar to like what Samsung or Microsoft maybe even has done, like a completely circular bud, kind of like the Pixel Buds. If you've seen the Pixel Buds, we're hearing they could look like this. Now, Gurman, who's reporting this information and has a really good pulse on what's happening, says that something less ambitious may come out of this project from Apple. They might not be able to nail everything down. But I mean, everybody else in the industry for truly wireless earbuds seems to be doing the circle design. And, Apple could create something that looks like this. This actually looks very similar to how I would imagine AirPods Pro 2 would look if Apple goes with this completely radical circular design. I'm not a huge fan of it, but maybe you are. What do you think of this? Like, do you like the idea of the stem going away and just having AirPods Pro 2 look like an entirely different product? They're likely going to have similar water resistance to AirPods Pro. They will still have noise cancellation. It is very clear at this point that Apple associates very closely noise cancellation with Pro or Premium. And AirPods Pro are going to be getting an upgraded processor, likely the same one that actually AirPods 3 are getting, maybe like an H2 chip. It's the H1 inside right now that handles the sound processing power. So H2, an upgraded chip, is coming with AirPods Pro 2. But a lot of the other upgrades are ambiguous. I mean, the big story here is just how different these are going to be. And I guess for me, as somebody who like uses AirPods nearly every day, for sure every time I exercise, I just can't believe Apple's doing so much change so fast. And perhaps there's a piece missing in this story where the standard AirPods design remains as like an AirPods SE. I mean, we've heard some rumblings that yes, Apple removed the headphones from the box of the iPhone 12 this year, but that in the future, Apple could include kind of a baseline version of wireless earbuds in the box or available for sale at a limited price. Maybe that's ultimately the fate for this traditional design for AirPods. But huge changes coming to the AirPods line, and I want to hear your thoughts. Are you excited for AirPods Pro to basically become something entirely new, just like a circle in your ear? And are you excited for AirPods 2 to basically become AirPods Pro? It's kind of weird. I hope some of this made sense because I was reading the stories today and I was like, this is a great way to start Monday. But maybe you were like, you know what? I want more audio products from Apple. I don't want Beats. I don't want Bose. I don't want B&W, Bowers and Wilkins. I don't want to cry or boohoo to anybody about audio. I want something just to satiate a middle ground in audio. So you know how we have the HomePod, which for me, I've just like seen as the most average smart speaker ever. It sounds good, but I don't know, it's just not great. I've been critical of this product since it basically came out on my channel. And then there's the HomePod Mini, which Apple just announced. This one's a lot more interesting to me because I think it's gonna sound really great for $100. And the big story here is that it's only $100. I think Apple can justify $100 for an okay to good smart speaker. I think that's fair. Apparently Apple, even though the HomePod line has broadly been a huge failure for them, is actually considering a third model in the future. Not the $300 HomePod and not the $100 HomePod Mini, but like I'm gonna call it the HomePod Midi, like a $199 HomePod. And Apple, I'm gonna save you the time from your analysis and your research people. Don't do this product. It's not gonna work. It's going to fail. And here's why. You don't need 3 variants of a smart speaker. You just don't. Especially if you're Apple, who has struggled to get into the smart speaker market. I think the HomePod Mini will help you guys out tremendously, but I genuinely do not think that consumers need, want, or would ever be interested in 3 different sizes for a HomePod. I'm just throwing this out here as my professional opinion. You guys got your own guys, but from a friend to a friend, I don't think you guys need a mid-range HomePod. I think the HomePod bases at this point are covered. And that is going to wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. AirPods wild. HomePods wild. Could be the wildest thing all year. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Hit subscribe for more, and I'll catch you cool cats in my next video. And cool dogs. We love cool dogs too.